Boy, I went off on a tangent.
You did.
Boy, fucking talking about basketball.
Flabby arms.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Everybody, I'm Bob,
I'm Charlie.
and welcome to Bourbon and Ballz.
Yes. So we are now into that time period where we are starting to dwindle down to the end of the year.
Right? Mm-hmm.
So to be fair, we're gonna do a whiskey of the year here in a few weeks. But Bob and I have already kind of came up with our top bottles that we want to put in for the whiskey year. And to qualify, one is we have to possess it,
Right.
which we do, and obviously have tasted all that kind of stuff. However, since this show's fairly new, only a couple months old,
Right.
There's some of these bottles that we had tried maybe in the springtime or something like that.
But we haven't had them on here.
Correct.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing today. I think next couple of weeks, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So today we have the Jack Daniel's 12, and as you can tell, we've had some good times with it. Also, I think we broke this open at a tasting, so that's why it's probably a little bit more gone than what I would want.
A group of people, yeah.
Yeah. So, but we never scored it.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So today we get to score this Jack 12.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's in its name. It's a 12-year bourbon, and this is something new that Jack Daniel's
Kind of a limited release.
Yeah,
right?
annual.
Yeah. Okay, annual. Okay.
So this is something we'll expect every year. Man, I gotta say, one day maybe we'll in the summertime we get free time or springtime.
Mm-hmm.
You and I are going to go down to Lynchburg.
Okay.
That is one of the best distilleries. The only problem is it's in Lynchburg.
Okay, gotcha.
Like it's like I think it's like an hour past Nashville.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little bit of a trip.
Right. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So one day maybe we'll do that.
Okay.
Things
Well,
like
that
that.
sounds good.
So anything you want to add?
No, I just want to shout out a reminder if you want to go ahead and get going with the pour.
Okay.
And it's then a reminder. I get always confused because we're always recording on Tuesdays. This releases on Thursday, but still, it'll be Wednesday the 6th. We're going to be doing beer and balls, and we're going to be going to New Ales in Middletown,
Yes.
Manchester Avenue. We're talking about setting up between 6:30 and 7.
Yep.
So we encourage any local folks that subscribe. I know we're a few that are planning on coming or follow us or whatever. Come on down. We'll have a good time. Have some really good beers, and we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, and then also this being the last Thursday of the month, this is the last episode that you can comment on for which sample bottle you would like to put your name in for the win. So we have.
Would you guesstimate how many we have at this point?
I haven't guessed, but it's going to take me a little time to put them in the hopper.
Okay, all right.
But nevertheless, you know what? It only takes one good lucky draw for it.
That's right.
And then the following week, we'll put it in a randomizer, and I'll somehow screen record that. That way people can see it.
Right.
And
No, it's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No.
And then hopefully one of you lucky people out there will get one of our Glencairn glasses, our Bourbon and Ballz. We'll ship that out to you, and you got to pour something into it. So might as well pick something here that you want to pour into. Maybe the Jack Daniel's 12. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
So all right. So on to the tasting of it.
No,
correct?
sounds great.
All right.
Great.
So on to the nose. That's my note. That's my note right there. It's no. I'm not gonna put any adjectives to it. It's just me laughing because it smells so damn good.
It's very rich.
This is a pour on my pillow and go to bed kind of note. Good God, this can't even be real.
This is a deep cherry. This is not like a little kiss.
There's
this is like a dark cherry, and oh my gosh,
Like you don't even want to taste
so much woodiness.
You don't even want to taste it.
Yeah.
Like we'll just go ahead and just score it now. But
woody, cherry, deep.
see, now I'm trying to
Cherry.
dig back into my memory bank, right? And try to think of a nose that I've had better than this. And I'm digging like, man, this is. I know Bob's onto the taste,
No, I started to, and then I stopped myself.
but this is
really good.
an absolutely great. Man, good God,
Yeah.
this is a great nose, and I don't even want to taste it, but we're gonna have to score it.
Yep.
So, but
I think everybody wants to sit around tonight and watch.
no, I know we gotta get going. So, I'll cut this off and I'll just. Good God, this is so good. It's good as nose. It's very good. Which, by the way, this clocks in at 107 proof.
Okay.
I will say that I would have guessed higher. I think it drinks spicy.
It's pretty warm. Yeah.
More than 107.
I would agree.
But man, the taste is it. And I'm not being dramatic. Maybe I am, but it's hard. It's hard to describe the notes on this thing.
Yeah.
Only to say that it's definitely sweet. The vanilla caramel's not there. It's more of a sweet, dark fruit that I get. God bless, man. The freaking nose is just awesome. But that's what I'm getting out of the taste right now for me. And then there's a nice finish that kind of lingers. It lingers a long time, I guess, for a 107 proof.
Yeah. That's probably why I would have thought it was a higher proof. I will say this is that's different about it for me. I think there's some leather on the taste here too, and like I said, a lot of woodiness in the dark cherry that we're talking about. But the odd thing is, and I'm not saying it's good or bad, it's just different to me anyway, is that I'm assuming it's the rye doesn't come in till the finish. Like when you first
Correct.
taste it,
It's fine.
it's not really there, and then once it sits for a while, then it starts.
Right.
You start to get a little bit of the burn.
I get a little bit of like black pepper.
Yeah, I
You
can.
know,
Yeah, I can.
Like a spicy like that, like a spice that has a kick to it.
Yep.
It's like a black
But
pepper.
it's not. It's not unpleasant at all.
No.
Definitely not saying it's unpleasant. But I would think you would get that, but first, and then it would.
But you don't. Isn't that
you
weird?
don't. It comes in after. It comes in after. Yeah.
It's definitely in the finished part.
It's an excellent finish. Excellent finish.
So good God, I see why this is why we're putting this up for
Yeah.
bourbon of the year. I'm trying to think when the last time we had a. Well, never mind. That shouldn't be fair. Out of our tasting, we had some pretty excellent ones, but still,
Yeah.
this might be the best one we've had
Right.
on the show.
Might be.
Well, we did do the bourbon of the year, or not bourbon of the year, but our all-time bourbons of the year, or all-time
We did our top five. We both had our top five at the time, but we
Yeah.
didn't
Did
score.
we
We already had them scored.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then, did we taste any?
Like I said, we each just had we just kind of
Top one.
celebrated this episode
Yeah.
with our top one. I had the
Heaven Hill?
the stag.
I must have had the Heaven Hill, maybe. I don't know. I have to go back and watch it.
No, Coy Hill was number one for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're all so close in points.
Oh yeah, huh? Yep.
So this is definitely up there.
This is very nice.
I would say this is dumbed down version.
Why am I putting that up there?
This is a lower version of the Coy Hill. Coy Hill is more of a punch, kind of smacks you in the face, kind of thing, and it wakes you up. This can be a sipper. However, it's so good you want to savor it. You know how some I say it can't be a sipper just because of the proof and it lingers. This lingers, but like a Coy Hill or George C. Stagg, you gotta wait for a little bit in between sips just because the proof is so pungent and smacks you in the face. Not that this does not, but it doesn't linger to where you can't make it a sipper.
I have no idea what you're saying right now.
Why?
You just lost me.
Because you're concentrating on that?
No, well, maybe that was part of it too.
Or maybe I'm just.
So what are you saying? You're saying you
You know what? I feel like I'm stuck in a loop. Like I need to get out of character. Like I'm stuck in a loop right now.
Well, I just wasn't sure what you were.
No, I was
you were
saying
making a comparative remark to the Coy Hill.
right, but it's not
Right.
as pungent,
It's not as pungent. Okay.
and therefore I can sip it quicker than I could a Coy Hill.
Okay, maybe that's where I was getting lost. Okay. I see.
I don't know if it's me or you
that
on that.
that makes sense. Okay, that
Is it
makes
me or
sense.
you on that one?
Maybe it was me. Maybe I was just a little too tied up.
Maybe
in
it's
the
the
finish.
or maybe it's the Jack Daniel's 12 doing it to you.
Could be.
But I mean, I already scored this.
But now I follow you.
I already scored this, but I'm still drinking it because it's really that good. And I might get another pour while we're doing the sports segment.
Yeah, I think I've got my scores done. I just got to do the math now.
All right. Well, we're gonna do the math. Let's take a break.
All right.
All right. We'll be right back.
We are back.
Yes, we are.
Thank you for your patience.
Yes. We ended up spending a little bit more extra time off air just drinking it.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, we've been done scoring for a few minutes, but we're like, man, this is so good.
Yes.
I actually just want to pour this on the mic and just make
Smell
that.
it for the rest
Oh
of the
my
night.
god, it's so good.
Oh,
Anywho,
very nice.
all right. Well, who wants to go first? I don't care.
What?
See, this is where we need slow mo. You want to go first?
Sure, I'll go
All right.
first.
All right, have at it.
For the nose, I gave it a 9. For the taste, I gave it an 8.25. And for the finish, I gave it a 9.
All right. What's your total?
So my total score came to 86.25.
Okay. I scored a little higher.
Okay.
9.25 on the nose.
Okay.
I wonder if I ever had a 10. Oh yeah, I did.
Is that Coy Hill? That's what was going to be my guess. Yep.
So 9.25 on the nose, 9 on the taste, and 9 on the finish. Give me a 90.5.
Nice. Very
That might
nice.
be my highest of the year so far.
As far as the ones we've tried here.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Excellent.
well, this is just like a cherry bomb, blackberry. It's just a dark fruit. It's just, if you ever get your hands on this, definitely share it with your friends and they'll appreciate you.
Yeah. You'll make some new friends, maybe.
Yeah, you'll make some new friends for sure. But man, it's boy,
excellent.
whatever they're doing over there, they figured out the magical formula.
Yeah, and you've heard Charlie and I say this before. If you see a Jack Daniels in this kind of bottle,
In it, yes.
grab it. It won't be around very long.
No, either this or the rye or the single barrel, whatever that is, the barrel proof. Grab it. They're all freaking good.
Yeah.
We're a big Jack Daniels fan.
Yeah,
Now,
you can't go wrong.
I'm not an old 7 fan nor a Gentleman Jack.
Right.
I'll pass on. Or Bottle and Bond. That was garbage.
Okay.
We had it here. You gave it to me as a joke.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it was a joke, but
No, it turned out to be a joke. Because the other one didn't tape right. Because you gave me,
Oh yeah, I gave you something else.
and
to
it
do,
didn't tape right. So
Yeah.
anyway, all right. So that's our review of one of our bottles of our bourbons of the year.
Yep.
Stay tuned next week. We're going to do another bottle that we have not reviewed on this show for a bourbon of the year contender.
Yes.
And then I think the plan is you want to tell them as far as what the plan is.
Well, we're going to wind up doing some brackets.
Yes.
We're going to have 6 altogether.
yeah.
So we're going to do 3 and 3 for 1 week, and then we're going to take one
Yep.
of each out. So then we'll be left with 4.
Yep.
And then we'll wind up with the final 4, and
Yep. And then
goes from
we're
there.
going to blind that sucker, and then we'll see what wins the bourbon of the year.
Yeah.
So we'll have a top 6 bourbon of the year, and so to speak. But we'll have it staggered
do
in
a couple
3 episodes.
That's how we're kind of in the year. So that'll be exciting. That'll be fun.
Yeah, so a busy December for us.
Yes.
So hope you enjoy this segment, and then now on to the football.
Our sports talk. All right.
All right. Thanks.
Since we're still talking bourbons, obviously you could always put some of this in if you wanted to. I meant to bring this up earlier. I forgot that Jeremy guy mentioned something about hunting for a baby booker or a little booker?
Oh, Little Book. Yeah.
Little booker. Okay, so what is that about?
So honestly, notoriously, Little Book is the baby version of Bookers,
Oh, okay.
but they have notoriously been awful.
Oh, really?
No one
Okay.
likes them.
Okay.
However, I've consensus.
Okay.
If you want to meet these people one day,
Okay.
the consensus is like a figment of my imagination. These people have actually raved that this year's Little Book has finally turned it around. It's actually a pretty good
Okay.
version. So
Okay.
it's sparking up more conversation this year than I think in
Okay.
years past.
All right.
So if you see a Little Book this year, give it a whirl. And I don't know what the SRP is on those things. I got to imagine, I don't know if it might be more than the Bookers.
Oh, really? Wow.
Maybe because limited
Okay.
quantities. I'm not sure. But
Okay.
anyway, so I heard good things about this year's
Yeah.
Little Book.
All
So,
right.
Which, by the way, while we're off air, and we'll put this in here, our friend Steve is
Keith? Oh, no, wait, who you talking about?
who's enjoying the Pappies right now.
Oh, that's Keith.
Oh, Keith. Sorry.
Yes, yeah. We might need to put up a little picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, he happened to send as we were meeting, and I forgot to ask him how much the pour was.
Yeah. Well, he's in New York right now, right?
Yeah,
I'm curious, and maybe you viewers want to know this too, is that how much is a pour something to see it at a bar, right?
yeah.
Now, mind you, he's doing a Old Pappy Van Winkle, which is a 10-year bourbon. But man, it's hard to find. But I'd like to be interested to see if he responds, and we'll tell you if he responds in a little bit. How much the pours are, because man, we have a local distillery or local bar here, White Dog, which is next to New Ales.
Yes,
He has a plethora of bourbon to try. That's where I try the birthday bourbon.
right.
And he only charged me, I think it was $30 for birthday bourbon, and I definitely took him up on that.
Okay.
I think his most expensive pour is $35.
Okay.
And he's got, I would say he's got the Pappy lineup. He might have the 10-year, but he's got some really nice other ones too. But he's in New York though, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's around $50 to $75 for the pour.
Actually,
What's
only
the
28.
$28 for that pour? Tell him get a double. That is unheard of. Wow. We need a shout out for those in New York to mention where this bar is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a restaurant, actually, is what he said. What's the restaurant with a bar? Yeah.
Which one is it? We can go ahead and give it a shout out on this podcast. Or on this,
yeah, I wonder if he didn't tell me on purpose or what.
$28 for a pour? Dang. Whew. Yeah. I know we're on to our football, but, you know.
That's all right. That's all right. It's all good. It's all good, man.
Yeah,
That's what I love. It seems like not every time, but last couple times we've been on, somebody's texting me or IMing me about
because
something they're having or something they're buying at the store, and that's part of what we always talk about. We like about this.
Yeah,
was
it Nan or someone got at Old Forester because of you?
Yeah, I believe that was my friend Heather. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
She got an Old Forester, and she wasn't going to open it though.
Yeah, she was saving it for this month.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or for we're not in December yet. She's saving it for December. So.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're never giving you guys bad recommendations, but everybody's palates are different. So.
Oh yeah.
You know, but we're not like telling you to go drink fresh or, Jeff the Creed or.
We did do our once to avoid.
So watch that video. You haven't seen it. Top 5 bourbons to basically avoid, and it's garbage.
Yeah.
And I don't mind saying that, and we never have to worry about getting media samples from them because they're never going to send it to us. But then again, these are other ones too. So, but all right. So we're on the football. We've been on football topic, but as you all know, those who've seen us before, we don't stay on topic.
No, yeah, we definitely have a little ADD going on.
Yeah, if it wasn't for this other show that's already been branded as such, we might have been called something else.
Exactly.
We are Bourbon and Ballz nonetheless.
And in case you ever hear me refer to Charlie as RB, you just need to refer to our last Bourbon Brawl episode as he is carrying Rare Breed.
Yeah,
through
it's still alive.
The fights, yes. So yeah, if you missed it, be sure to check it out.
All
right. So
on the football. I swear to God. Hold on, before we get into NFL,
I know. Yep. Do your soccer thing.
Oh my God, FC Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. They have made it again. And one of these days, you're probably thinking, I hope to God they lose, so Charlie quit talking about them. But until then, you're all going to hear me talk about them. FC Cincinnati won a thriller. All right, for some people, it's not a thriller. It was 1-0, and they scored the 1 goal in extra time, which was thrilling in itself. So
I bet the place went nuts.
Oh, it went freaking nuts. And the guy was almost offside, so we were waiting for instant replay. I'm like, son of a... So anyways, here's the great thing about it. So they play this Saturday at 6 o'clock. They play their arch rivals. It's
nice.
like
it's Columbus, right?
It's like Ohio State playing Michigan. Now, maybe not that great level, but it's Columbus versus Cincinnati. And the winner of that game will actually host the cup, because both teams have the better record than the other side of the bracket.
Okay.
So in Ohio, will host the MLS Cup.
So basically, whoever wins is going to the final and will be hosting.
Correct.
Am I correct about that?
Correct.
Okay.
You are correct.
All right.
Now, do I wonder and Ohio State loses, and I gotta watch it. You told me to watch it too, because I'll tune off.
Why our numbers might start coming down a little bit.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm telling you, that was great. I love the fact that Michigan won. Not that I'm a Michigan fan. It's just I'm just not an Ohio State fan. Never have been, never will. Doesn't matter. Just because of UC. So that was good to watch. UC loses, and good old fashioned butt whipping. They end their season, I think, 3-9.
Okay.
3 more than I wish they would have. And one of the players is transferring out now, our leading tackler of the team.
Okay.
On the defense. He's a linebacker. and apparently it's a mutual thing. And he just stated that there's no continuity on the team. He's like the coaching is just in its own little world kind of thing.
Okay.
So he kind of did a little parting shot on the way out, and he said he's gonna try to go play for Fickle.
Oh, okay.
So that doesn't mean I'm a Wisconsin fan, but anyways, so UC got what was coming to them, and did you see on Colorado? I know they end up not having a bowl year. Warren Sapp is now the D-line coach for next year.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Things to look forward to.
Things that, yeah. However, they got bad news the last 24 hours. Their 2024 and 2025, two different players, quarterback commits, have both decommitted.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. So they are without a quarterback right now, but, Dion will find one. But
Oh, I'm sure they won't have too
I
much
think they
trouble.
also realize about playing time, too. I mean, you're not going to dethrone his son. His son's going to play out in the next couple of years. So, you got to imagine it's probably had a factor in it.
No,
So,
exactly.
but anyways,
So will this be his third year coming up?
yeah. So he still
Okay.
has 2024, 2025. So that makes kind
Okay.
of sense. Now I can see like the 25 commit maybe coming as a redshirt freshman and just kind of watch the system. But yeah, so that's that.
Okay.
So other college football news. Oh, the top four came out. It was Georgia, Michigan, Florida State, and Washington. So we'll see if it stays that way. But Ohio State's nowhere to be found, which is lovely. They're done. They're not going to get into football playoffs, which is, I know I've pissed off so many people right now, but cheers. So, anywho, all right. That's all I got for football.
All right. All right.
Nothing else going on basketball world
Well,
or
no, I'm just gonna. I finally have my head around this tournament thing, in season tournament thing. But to be honest with you, it would take me a long time to even explain it to
okay?
you.
But did you like it?
I won't know till it's over,
Okay.
because really all they did is designate it certain days. I can't remember if it was Monday, Friday, or Tuesday, Friday, whatever. And those are the ones that counted towards your bracket or your
Oh
group
my
that
god,
you're in.
that's
And then yeah, and I think I'll know more after the whole thing in Vegas gets done.
okay.
So those will be the games that really count. But the only thing I would suggest for sure coming up is Philly and Boston are playing. Let's see, what day was that? I got it right here. Friday the 1st on ESPN. So that's going to be a good watch, I think.
Okay.
Philly's playing really well, and Boston is as well. So
Oh, I never did tune in when you texted me to check in Kuna Matata.
yeah, win Bayama. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all right.
I
That's all
forget what I
right.
was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I was doing?
What's that?
I got enamored, not to get way off topic, but there's a show on Netflix called The Squid Game.
Squid Game.
Yeah, no, so it's an original TV series from like 2 years ago, I think. It was Korean, and it's all in Korean. I'm not into that, and I can't. And there's subtitles or some shit, and I can't watch it because I can't multitask. I got to focus, which ain't gonna happen. So, anyways, there's now an American version of the Squid Game, but in this game, no one dies. Well, okay, back it up. It's a TV show with actors on the Korean version. So when they die, they're not dead. I want to make that clear. This American version, it's a reality, real game TV show.
Okay.
They're giving away $4 million, and there's like 400 people invited to this thing.
Yeah.
And they got to go through some stuff, and they just, alliances, all that bull crap. You've seen it, but it's a very interesting twist, and
Okay.
it makes you wonder what you would do in certain scenarios. Anyways, that's kind of captured.
It was quite the left turn.
I know. That's what I was doing when you texted me.
I texted you about the.
That's my point. I was watching the Squid Game, and just watch it and
That sounds a lot more exciting.
comment on it and let me know if you watched it, because I'm telling you, someone out there has watched the Squid
All
Game,
right, all right.
and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, Charlie, I'm with you on it." Yeah, so it's better than the Golden Bachelor. I don't understand that one, but whatever. I'm not watching that.
Who I
But
thought he was when the very first commercials aired.
hold on,
They only showed him from a distance.
hold on.
Okay. You think you can
Is it a
guess?
sports figure?
It is.
Damn it!
I mean, and once I got a close up, I'm like, oh, it's not him. But the first couple commercials, like they were showing from a distance, I thought there's no way he's doing this.
Okay, go ahead.
Steve Kerr. I thought for sure it was
Oh
Steve
my
Kerr.
god! Like he's taking a break?
Yeah.
Like, what's he taking a break?
If you watch his first couple commercials, I swear it looked like him from a distance. Like I said, they didn't show him super close up. And I was like,
but I guess that
"Is
dude's like
Steve
70.
Kerr?"
He's like 70-some years
Oh,
old.
really? It's all right for 70.
And he's dating all these facelift women. I mean, God, man, they are like,
Yeah, you do watch a lot of TV.
okay. Well, I'm just saying, they're all facelift women. Well, I'm stuck because she's watching it, and I'm thinking either that or watch on my phone and watch something else. But I can't believe I meant to this, but I'm just saying, like, and then you got the facelift women, you got the arms just flapping everywhere like wings. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But you know what? Our demographics are men.
That's true. Yeah.
But you know what? Y'all, you females out there, you know what I'm saying. And man, we are going way off the rails here. Like I just drew the line, didn't I?
I'm going to rope us in.
I just drew the line down the center, didn't I? Either you're with us or you're not.
Our 10% of female viewers are
they're
in
gone.
question right now.
Oh yeah, they're gone. They're gone. We just. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. My bad.
So, something for you to get excited to talk about. You won your bet with me. The Bengals lost.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
For the first time, I think since I think it's before Matt Canada, they've had a 400-yard game. The Steelers did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they must have figured it out on offense, which I had a feeling on that. Mm-hmm. I figured they'd be motivated by that.
You're right.
And then you got two teams going in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And
I think our conversion rate on third down was like 2 for 10 or something like that. It was
yeah.
bad.
I mean, you don't.
And rushed for maybe 20, 25 yards at most. So it was not fun.
It was not fun. Browning is scared for his life, and he just didn't have the experience. It's nothing on him. You know who the backup is, just in case Browning goes down? Then I'll start watching the Bengals.
Who is it?
A.J. McCarron.
Oh, really? Okay.
They signed him from the CFL.
Oh, okay.
And I read a story where he declined. There's other teams offering him after he left, whatever team he was with last. I don't know if it was the Bengals or whatever.
Okay.
And he declined and wanted to play CFL because he wanted his kids to watch him play.
Oh, okay.
And not only has he played in CFL, I want to say he was maybe
he did really well.
I want to say he was the MVP, or if not close to it.
Okay.
So I'm surprised he came back to NFL knowing that. Mm-hmm. But they just signed him to a contract not too long ago. So my guess is he's going to play out this contract.
Okay.
For the remainder of the year, see if he gets any playing time. If not, I think he goes back to CFL.
Okay.
Where he left off. But it's pretty cool. I liked him as a quarterback when he was a backup. Mm-hmm. I mean, personally, I'd put McCarron in front of Browning.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Anywho,
but yep. Sad. And then we got Jags coming up.
Oh, hold on. So the bet was what? $60 bottle?
Yes. So what do you want?
Pretty soon we're going to keep on doubling this shit. I'm going to give me a Discovery Series.
You know what you want? 60?
No, let me...
You sat on the last one for 3 or 4 weeks.
I sure did.
Okay, I'll let you think about it then. But I do have some good news.
Oh, hold on. Do y'all have any comments of what bottle I should get? Make that comment in below.
Let's get moving.
I'm just saying. That's the first time you've done that all year. Is it because of the Bachelorette or the Bachelor? Is that what it is?
We got to get going.
All right.
It's a little bit of everything. So the good news is we kind of sort of won our parlay of the week.
Kind of, sort of, yes.
We did.
I know.
Technically, we did. And I didn't know. This was a learning experience for me.
Oh, they still pay out?
Yeah, that's what I didn't realize.
Shit,
yeah, because I assumed. So we won. San Francisco covered the 6.5 against the Seahawks. The Jags covered the 1.5 over the Texans. And then Bills Eagles. It was Eagles -3. Well, the Eagles won by 3, so it was a push. And my assumption was we ain't getting paid, right? But no, they just void that bet out, and it's like
so you had lower odds, lower payout.
Yeah, lower payout. So technically we won. So we won. For me, I put 10 down. I won 16 as compared to like 35 or 36 that I would have won if that other game would have came through. But it's a hell of a lot better than not getting paid.
Yeah, no kidding.
So technically, we're 3 of our last 5 on the 3-game parlay.
Yeah, and that one that we missed by a half a point.
Yeah,
so
that one was close.
Guys, we're getting good at this.
Yeah, it is. It's getting better. It's getting better. And here's another thing. We talk about making comments and stuff. I don't know why I've never thought this before, but if you are doing it for just entertainment purposes, or maybe you playing on a sports app or whatever, let us know if you're winning along with us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, throw a comment down. I've never asked people to do that before.
I will say this: probably like what, first 4 or 5 weeks we were just putrid.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was
Like,
bad.
didn't we have a thought like we're just gonna quit
Yeah, I
playing
was joking
parlays?
about whose idea was this.
Yeah, it
but
was
now,
Chase's.
but now it's coming together. So
Now it's
good
our
job,
idea.
Chase. Yeah,
Now it's our idea.
but
All right.
yeah. So in our picks,
Oh, here we
this
go.
week collectively, actually, we did really
I
well.
know, but this is where you mentioned me last on purpose.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You do it all the time.
So the picks collectively we went 17, 11, and 2, which I think was great.
Man, we are doing good.
And everybody was pretty much 500 and over, so it was a really good week. And I'm going to start with Charlie. Charlie went 3-1-1.
Huh.
So you got Pittsburgh, Baltimore, San Francisco, and you pushed with the Eagles.
What was my one loss?
I don't have it down. I just only
Okay, no, it don't matter anyways.
I only jot down the wins.
That's all that matters.
So for me, I was 3-2 with the Jags, Broncos, and Baltimore. Keith was 3-2 with the Jags, Ravens, and Dolphins. And Jason was 3-2 with the 49ers, Cowboys, and Ravens. And Jeff was 3-2 with the Eagles, Steelers, and Broncos. And Steve was 2-1 with the Cowboys, the Giants, and pushed with the Bills. So everybody had a pretty good week.
Do you know if I have no idea? I don't want to look this up. Do you know if the Bills quarterback?
Oh, I didn't. I meant to check that. And I
wonder
forgot
if he threw an
he
interception.
pick or not. Yeah,
He's usually good for one.
yeah. That was a close ass game.
That was a close ass
Good
game.
That was a good game.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Yes.
But Bills, they're out of it. You know what's going to be weird this year is the Bills and the Bengals will not be in the playoffs. What were the odds of those two not making the playoffs this year?
Yeah, yeah.
You know? Which is going to be nice to see new teams, honestly. Like, we'll get to see Detroit play this year in the playoffs. And Baltimore finally without getting hurt.
That'll be exciting. Yeah, that's the only thing you worry about with
Baltimore.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the injuries. But
Usually they're their own worst enemy.
so
Anyway.
in the standings right now, so I'll cover that real quick.
And I'll put them on the
Yeah,
ticker.
roll them up. Jeff is 36, 23-1. Keith is 34-26. Jason is 30, 23-2. I am 31-29. Charlie is 27, 31-2, and Steve is 22, 32-2.
My goal is to be one game over 500 by the end of the year.
All right.
I got a little climbing to do, but it's not that insurmountable.
Well, you're four games under
Yeah.
under 500. So good week, guys.
Yes.
Appreciate everybody's participation as always. And another thing too, if people want to pick our parlay of the week apart, that's fine too. If you want to add your own or give your feedback, that's always good too. I never thought to ask about that, but that's something else you guys could do. So for the parlay of the week this week, Keith gives us Atlanta minus 2.5 at the Jets. So,
He must know something more than we do.
well, I don't think
Hold on. Keith lives in New York, correct?
correct, huh?
I'm just saying.
All right, inside information, yeah,
Either that or bias against his own team because he knows his team sucks. I'm just saying.
yeah,
But you know what? He's done well overall, hasn't he?
yeah. He's only 2 games out of first place.
Yeah, so we have no room to talk.
Yeah, yeah. But I always like it when the more skeptical you are of the parlay, it seems like the better we do. So I don't mind when you're skeptical of the parlay of the week. So, what's his name for the Jets, the quarterback?
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, he chokes in close games in the fourth quarter, man.
But he got benched.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he's no longer
Who's the starter now? Do you recall? I don't know, but maybe that's something. Maybe that's a piece of it
Yeah,
as well. I
forget.
don't know who's up there. So, and then for the second game, we have Jason giving us Miami minus 9.5 at Washington.
Ooh,
So that's a bit of a spread to cover.
that is.
9.5. Yep.
Especially when you got the league leader in passing on the other side, which you'll never guess. You never know. No one would ever know that Sam Howell's leads the league in passing.
Is that percentage or yards?
I think yards.
Is it yards? Okay. All right.
That's amazing. I never knew that until I saw Washington play the other day. I'm like, what the heck?
Huh.
And that's a quiet because they're not that good. Their defense their defense does suck because they fired the defensive coordinator.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
It was Jack Del Rio.
Oh, okay.
Man, the stuff I
Name's been
retain,
around for a while. Yeah.
the information I retain and don't retain,
It's mind-boggling, isn't it?
it's very mind-boggling. But go ahead.
And Steve's going to give us our last one. San Francisco at the Eagles. This is going to be another great game. And the Eagles are getting 2.5 points at home.
I think the Eagles are. I think San Francisco is going to destroy them.
Oh, man.
This is the revenge game from last year. They're
Okay.
pissed. and they are healthy. And honestly, they're playing better than Eagles. I know Eagles are whatever and one, but I've been watching their game. They're not blowing anybody out.
Look at the last 3 teams they played.
Okay, whatever.
Bills, Cowboys, and who was the other one? I mean, 3 really good.
Okay, I get it.
3
I
really
get it.
good
I get
teams.
it. But
Okay.
they're not impressing
We
me.
will agree. We will agree to disagree.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look like an ass here next week. Anyways.
And then just what's that?
I'll look like an ass next week, anyways, because like we'll hit the parlay and then
That's why I say I don't mind when you're skeptical of the parlay.
Yeah,
The
no,
more
I get it.
skeptical you are, the more we seem like we win.
Yep.
But that'll be a good game. Like I said, Steve gives us that one. We're taking the Eagles and taking the 2.5 points. That game is going to be on Fox. That's the 4:25 game, so definitely catch that one. The only thing I'd probably add to that is if you want to take the parlay out, I've kind of neglected to mention that here, but if you did want to take the parlay out further, Jeff and Charlie are taking the Steelers at home and giving 5.5 to Arizona.
I just think Steelers are now going to get on a roll.
And I will warn you, am the worst confidence picker, even though I pick over 500 for the rest of the games. I'm getting 3.5 by taking Denver at Houston. So, and I think Peyton's turning that team around, man. It's a hell of a turnaround. I'm telling you. So, but we shall see. We shall see. So we're 3 out of the 5 out of the last few weeks, and hope you join us and play along and have some fun and keep up.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everybody who participates with us.
And a reminder, this is the last episode to where you can enter our contest. So I hope you guys do. And those who have already entered.
Last call. That's
that is last call.
Nice. For last call.
We will do the drawing next week. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll have something for you guys in December. We'll see.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thanks for all the subscribing and all the views. We appreciate you all.
Yes. Thank you. See ya.
Bye-bye.